Good morning, all you beautiful people out in YouTube land. This is just a little bit of a different video. We haven't done videos in a while. It's actually probably been, almost 6 months since we've done a video. I need to get stuff out there more. Life has happened. A lot of things are changing. You guys will see that coming up here shortly. But today, Portillo's has breakfast. So there's actually one that is still a pretty good drive for us. We'll put it this way, the food will definitely be cold by the time it gets home. But we're going to try that out. Today is a Thursday in April. I believe it just got released on either Tuesday or Monday that they were doing breakfast at 5 select locations. So it's a little bit of a drive to get out to one, but we're headed there right now and we'll give it a try. So we'll see you guys back shortly. Probably once we get up there, and I'll see if I can film inside, see if we can get some pictures or videos of any of the food that's out, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're almost there. We're about a mile out. The only reason why I'm kind of recording this is I'm really curious of how busy this is. I literally just heard about it just scrolling through and saw something on, I think, Marketplace or TikTok, something, or not Marketplace, Facebook or TikTok. So kind of curious to see how popular this is, if this is going to be a pack thing. A couple years ago, we went to that Cosmic McDonald's that opened up in Bolingbrook, Illinois, and it was just chaotic. I mean, it was hours long wait. So let's see. Well, let's see if we can go inside. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, here's Portillo's. It's supposed to be doing breakfast, so let's go see what we can find out. So actually, here we go, April 15th. There's breakfast. Let's go see. Alright guys, so we're back. We did an order. I'll show you stuff real quick of what we got. We stopped recording one because I hate using these automatic kiosks and I couldn't figure out how to use it. So I just went up and did the old-fashioned way, which they're fine about. However, when I went up that way, some lady started complaining, not an employee, but someone started complaining that I was recording and throwing a temper tantrum. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'll stop. Not a big deal. Anyways. It is now 8:24. I've gone back to the truck, mounted the phone on there. So let's just probably say 8:20 is when I got the order. So let's see if this will show up in here. Portillo's. That's where we went to. 8:15 was the order time. We got a loaded scramble breakfast sausage meal, an egg Polish sausage sandwich, hash brown bites. We have gotten a chocolate cake shake coffee and a bacon croissant. So the scramble was $3.99. The sausage meal, I could make that a meal, so that was $7.99, and then because I did the coffee, it was 39 cents extra. And then the egg croissant was $5.29. So I mean, pretty good. Total was $19.25. So not bad. All right. So let's start out here with the coffee. One thing is also when you order from them, Sometimes they ask you if you're dining in or dining out, and everything comes in a bag. So make sure they don't give you like silverware and stuff like that. So if you want it, you need to go grab it. Same thing with the straw. But this is the Portillo's. Oh, I guess they had it marked in. I don't know if it's marked as dine in or dine out, but the chocolate cake drink or coffee. Um, I'm not a big coffee person. To me, it just tastes like it's. I don't know how you even put it. I can tell it's just a syrup pump. What I would think would have been really cool is there's a place called Scooters out here. They do blenders where it's basically they can do cold coffee and then blend it with ice. So it almost makes it like a smoothie. If they did that, and if they did like they do their chocolate cake shake where they actually put a piece of chocolate cake in it, I think that'd be the best thing in the world. Um, that or just take the chocolate cake shake and throw a shot of espresso in it. How about that? But that one, I'd rank it probably out of 5. Again, I'm not a big coffee person. I actually hate Starbucks. I hate that stuff. Scooters is pretty much the place I would go to. All right, let's see what we got next here. This is how the size of a scramble, I think. Yep, that's a scramble. So it is kind of small. Let's flip you back around. All right, so this is the scramble. I mean, it's small, but it's not too small. It has bacon, egg, and then it has their cheese sauce, which you can get for like dipping their French fries in on regular food. So, let's see here. There's hash browns in here, bacon. A bite. Pretty good. Kind of actually reminds me of like food from Disney World. Feels like it'd be something at whatever the baseball place is over there, if you're familiar with Disney. Um, this, just a bag of hash browns that came with for the meal. They're decent. They taste like hash browns. Taste like McDonald's or Burger King. Actually, Burger King, I think, has better ones. All right. And then let's see here. This is the bacon, egg, and cheese croissant. I mean, it's a pretty good size croissant. Let's take a bite. It's pretty good. I'd probably give that about an 8. And this is what I was more or less excited for, is the Polish sausage scramble. We got a good amount of egg on there. Let's give this a try. So it tastes amazing. That to me is the best thing that I've had on here. It literally tastes like a Maxwell Polish sausage with cheese on it and egg. I mean, it's well, obviously that's what it is, but hands down, I would pick that again and again and again. And I'm one of those persons that I find something I like to eat somewhere, that's all I'm going to eat. I'm not going to keep going, oh, I'm going to try this on the menu. I'm going to try this on the menu. No, I always try the same thing. So, recap the coffee. It's okay. The loaded scrambled, I feel like it could be a little bit better. It tastes like gas station food. Like if you ever had one of those breakfast bowls at a gas station. The hash brown bites, they're okay. They need a little bit of salt or some type of seasoning. They seem very bland. The bacon croissant, it's I'd put it on the same level as McDonald's, but I think it's because it's different. The Maxwell sausage, awesome. Um, I mean, 9.5 out of 10. The only thing I didn't quite like about it is I can't tell if it has mustard on it, and I do like mustard, but that's just the part that I'm not too sure about if it had mustard or not. I'll have to look that up and see if it did. Other than that, Portillo's awesome. If you've never been there, it's a good thing to go, good thing to try. I talked to the manager that was there because he was actually the one that rang me up. But I asked him how is it with everything, how busy are they? He was in the morning when they open up. I think they open at 6. He's like, they are slammed. There is cars lined up. There's people waiting to come in. It's harsh. And then he says around like 7, I think he said like 7:45. It kind of like just is one customer. It's kind of steady, but it's slow for them. And if you've ever worked in a restaurant or if you've ever been to Portillo's, if you're saying it's slow, you know what it is. It's usually slammed packed, especially around lunchtime. I pulled in, like I said, about 8 o'clock, 8:10. There's maybe 3 cars in the driveway or in the drive-through. Right now, as I'm talking to you guys, there's like 4 cars in the drive-through. So there's empty spots throughout. It's not very busy right now. Hey, then he said around 8:45, it starts picking back up, and at 10 o'clock is when they start serving regular food, like Italian beef and stuff like that. So it starts getting busy from that perspective. So if you're gonna try them and you don't want to wait too much, it seems like around between, I'd say 8 o'clock and 8:45 would be a good time to get in here before it gets too busy. I don't know if this is all of them, but there was a guy in front of me that was looking for stuff and asked if he could get regular sandwiches like a Italian beef. He said yes, he could. It would just take longer. They could make it for him, but it's not on the line. So if he wanted to wait, he can make it. But it seems like Portillo's is very flexible. I'm like, hey, McDonald's, you go over there for breakfast. Hey, I want a Big Mac or something. And they're like, nope, it's breakfast time. Sorry, goodbye. So I'm going off on a little tangent there. They seem to be very good for wanting to help you guys out. Now, if you said, hey, at 6:30 in the morning or whatever when they open, I want an Italian beef sandwich, and they're slammed, I don't know if they would do that for you. It's probably just like, hey, they have slow, they just need to pull it and heat it up for you, but they're good. I like them here. They've always had good hospitality for everybody. It's a cool little place to check out. A lot of Portillo's are different themed. You kind of saw some stuff when we walked in. It's kind of like an old, not rustic-y, but there's like barrels and I don't know. It's different at this location, but there's older locations and other locations that are like 1950 themes, and they got records and it's like all the old diner type things. So check them out if you're ever in the Chicagoland area. They have branched out. I know there's other places, but I've only been to the ones in Chicago, and they're great. So we'll talk to you later. We'll see if wife wants to do a review on the food. I know she's going to get it cold. That's why I tried it in the car. So we'll see you guys real soon.